Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming. It's good to see so many of you here tonight. This is a bucket. It's a tin bucket on a stand. It's a tin bucket standing on a glass stand. Why would I bring a bucket to an English class? I've brought it to class to teach you an idiom. You see, we have an idiom in English that uses the word bucket. The expression is to kick the bucket. You'll know that as it's an idiom, it's not meant literally. We don't literally kick a bucket across the room. If I was to literally kick the bucket, I'd have to do something like this. Oh, those of you sitting on the left had better watch out, or you might find yourself kicking the bucket in the next few seconds. I bet you've never seen anything like that in an English lesson before. To kick the bucket means to die. I have no intention of kicking the bucket any time soon. In fact, I intend to live forever, and my plan is working up to now. I once heard an old lady, a very old lady, giving the secret of her extra long life. She said, "Don't die." I've been doing what she advised ever since. So far, so good. Yes, I know, everybody eventually kicks the bucket. That's where the phrase, a bucket list, comes in. Your bucket list is a list of things that you want to do before you kick the bucket. You know, things like climbing Mount Everest, going parachuting, doing a bungee jump, that kind of stuff. The kind of stuff which should be avoided at all costs by any sane and rational person. Stuff like that is the kind of stuff which will have you kicking the bucket much sooner than you planned. Not that we actually plan on kicking the bucket, mind. Luckily, most of us have no idea of when we'll actually kick the bucket. But kick the bucket we most definitely will, eventually, no matter how hard we try not to. You, me, everybody. Everybody alive today will one day be dead. It's a fact of life. You might be thinking that this video English lesson is a tad morbid. But it isn't, is it? It's the truth. It's the reason that painters have often included a skull in their paintings. Painters like Paul Cézanne, who painted Still Life with a Skull in 1898. He wanted people who saw it to understand just how short life really is. Many other paintings, particularly portraits, also include a skull. Sometimes the skull is obvious and sometimes not so obvious. Such images are known as Memento Mori, which is Latin for remember that you will die. One of my favourites is by Charles Allen Gilbert, and it's called All is Vanity. Memento Mori reminds us that life is short. And it is short, very short. Did you know that we get around 25,000 days of life on average? That is, if we live the proverbial 60 years and 10. This estimate of the length of a life is from the Christian Bible. Psalm 90 verse 10 of the King James Version reads, "The days of our years are 60 years and 10, and if by reason of strength they may be 80 years, yet is their strength labour and sorrow, for it is soon cut off and we fly away." I guess fly away is a euphemism for kick the bucket. A score is 20, so 60 years and 10 is 70 years. 70 years is just over 25,000 days. Doesn't sound much, does it? Trust me, it isn't. I've already been here for around 19,000 days. How many days have you already lived through? 19,000 from 25,000 only leaves me a balance of around 6,000 days before I kick the bucket. 6,000 days really doesn't sound like many at all, does it? It sounds even less when you think that it's just over 850 Sundays, or 850 Mondays, or Fridays, or any other day of the week. If we divide it into months, then I'll be kicking the bucket in something like 200 months. 200 months. Now that really doesn't seem like a long time. And that's if I'm lucky and don't kick the bucket sooner. And that's why I don't have a bucket list. If there's something I really want to do, I go and do it. That would make a good Memento Mori advertising slogan, don't you think? Just do it before you kick the bucket. You hear people say, "We've got all the time in the world." No, we haven't. We've got 25,000 days, if we're lucky. So why do people waste time? Why do people kill time? Why do people get bored? I'm sorry, but I don't have time to get bored. I certainly don't have time to kill. Hell, I'm too busy even to grow old. Next time you want to kill time, find yourself wasting time, or begin to feel bored, have a listen to the ultimate Memento Mori song, Enjoy Yourself. The original version was recorded by Guy Lombardo and the Royal Canadians in November 1949. It's a fact that everyone involved in the recording has long since kicked the bucket. And it's odd to think that if YouTube outlasts me, you might be watching this long after I've kicked the bucket. Crazy, but true. Anyway, I've included the lyrics for the song in the typescript for this video, along with a link to the song. You can download the PDF from linguaspectrum.com. So, to end this video with a line from the song, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. And I'll add, enjoy yourself before you kick the bucket. I'll see you again soon for another interesting English lesson. I hope. Goodbye for now.